Hi, this is Sandy. Sandy Warren with Wellness with Attitude, Navigating the Curves of Life, here again on my Thoughtful Thursday. And this is still the month of February. And so the month of February is all about loving ourselves, loving others, and working from a heartfelt position, perhaps. So, in the past couple of weeks, I've shared with you ways for self care, the little bits of things that we can do on a daily basis to take a couple minutes here and there, reminding yourself to stand up every hour or two. If you're at a desk, reminding yourself to stay hydrated, setting your Fitbit to give you a little timer, getting up and walking, getting outside, feeling the beautiful fresh air, of which there hasn't been a whole bunch of sunshine here. I don't know about where you are. And today's another gloomy day. But I want to help you to have a sunnier day. Last week, I talked about how to take a spa day for yourself or a spa few hours for yourself and gave you some thoughtful things to do. And I was really happy that some people got back to me and said, I really needed that. I needed permission almost to just shut it down and to really focus on taking care of me. So continuing along in somewhat of that vein today, I had made some notes to myself when I began this theme that one of the things that we can do in addition to the things I just shared with you is we can think about asking ourselves some questions. And so my first question today is, how do I want to begin my day? And it's rainy and chilly outside, and I could have chosen to stay snuggled into bed and pulled the covers up and maybe even had a cup of tea delivered. But I had a yoga class that I teach at 10 o'clock in the morning. Why do I teach? Because it makes me show up. When I do things for others, it makes me show up. I don't always show up for myself. Are you guilty of that too? So I look forward to it. I prepare for it. I'm mentally ready, physically ready. The little studio is ready. The music is playing. The essential oils are helping to give an uplifted kind of fragrance to the room. Maybe it's a grapefruit, or maybe it's a sweet orange or a cedar wood. And the little fireplaces are going, and I spend an hour both taking care of myself physically in movement and breath, but also sharing that with my yoga students who have become friends. And it's lovely. It's a great way to begin the day. And one of the things that came up in conversation this morning was eating more plant based foods. I had tried a service several weeks ago, and it was all plant based food. My husband graciously, kindly agreed to go along with this. And so they messed up my order and sent me three meals with kale in it. I don't like kale. And so I wasn't really very participative in those meals. And by the time he got through the second meal, which, of course, was enough for two people, so that was really four meals, he wasn't really fond of kale either, which he usually does pretty well with. So I said, I guess I need to figure out something else other than kale. But one of my yoga students said, oh, I have this great recipe for kale. And she gave me the website. And I went on and I looked it up. And I thought, oh, I might be able to do that. It has a walnut dressing. And, that sounds kind of cool. So I said, okay, what can I do today that would make me happy? And so I decided that I could go ahead and figure out that kale recipe. And while I was there, I saw a recipe for parsnips and peas. And I thought, that sounds kind of yummy. I mean, I don't really usually go to the grocery store and buy parsnips. So I think that would be interesting. So that would make me happy. And so, what else could I do today that would be something that I can look forward to? I've done a lot of functional things in last week and this week, and my little to-do list and my things to check off. And everything is pretty much at least in queue. If not done, it's in queue. And so I started yesterday as I had to do some continuing ed, and it was a 4 hour class, and it wasn't particularly exciting, but it was continuing ed. And so got that done, check mark off. And but while I was there doing that, my mind started jumping into some other creative thoughts. And that spun me into today. And I thought, wow, I'm going to have a creative day. I'm going to, and I started this yesterday as my mind was working. I started choosing some words for my next course that I'm developing in my bio and things related to my Wellness with Attitude coaching business, coaching through the curves of life. And as I started thinking about it, I thought, oh, the curves of life. How many curves are there? There's lots of curves. You're probably experiencing some curves, high, lows. You go into the curve fast, you go into the curve slow, you go into the curve deliberately. Sometimes you're thrown into the curve. And so that's where my creative mind started to go yesterday. So I'm going to work on that today. I'll be back with you. You'll probably be seeing little tidbits of my creative thoughts. But you know what I noticed? And this is really the message. Once I made the decision that I wanted to have a creative day, my energy level started to go up. It was already in a good place after my yoga class and hydrating and that kind of stuff and sharing the morning with my yogi friends. But once I really gave myself permission and encouragement to be creative today, not to be fundamental, not to work on the to-do list, not to unsubscribe from any more of the emails that take too much time and that I never really want to read. So I've been unsubscribing like crazy. But now to do something creative and fun. So I'm going to work on my video editing program that I don't understand at all. I'm going to play with some words. And my daughter's a wordsmith, so I'll probably give her some work to do, which I'm sure she will be eternally grateful for. Like she doesn't have enough to do with her own work and managing two kids at home. So, what are you going to do today? What when you just stop and think, what was the last time I gave myself permission to play, to be creative, to color, to take out an art pad, to sit down at the piano and play music, to dance in the kitchen, to have champagne when my husband comes home for no reason. So, what can you do today, or at least this week or this weekend, that is just fun, just about you? And so I like to laugh and I love to listen to people laugh. And so my Thursday night yoga class is all about working hard but having fun. So I'm going to look forward to what can I bring them tonight in this yoga class to really make them belly laugh. So I'm not sure what that'll be, but because my creative juices are running, I'm sure it'll happen. So this is Sandy Warren, Wellness with Attitude, helping you to navigate the curves of life. If I can help you to navigate anything, or if these Thoughtful Thursdays help you to navigate, I hope that you'll just continue to do that, to enjoy, to take care of yourself, to have fun, and be creative, or whatever that is for you. Signing off.